أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Lesson
वालेकुम अस्सलाम
78,
वरहमतुल्लाहि
Al-Quran,
वबरकातुहू।
the Easy Part 1, Salam. You are welcome. So today, inshallah, we will study the purpose of revolution, that is Suratul As-Sad. And then Idrib, Isma, Ilam, and Amal, we will have the Amr Nahi complete today hour. And learning tip point, we thus learn the 14 new words, which appear almost more than 1,000. That's to proceed. Say yes. What? Say Alhamdulillah. What do you receive the response? Madni abdi, Madni abdi, my slave has praised. So today we will learn almost complete our verse 208 in 208, and thus we will reach almost to near our target, because we will complete 39,571 times occurring words in Muslim. So let's have the Suratul Swad, ayat number 29. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم كتاب أنزلناه إليك مبارك ليتدبروا آياته وليتذكر أولو الألباب. The purpose of revolution is tadabbur means pondering, and tazakkur means receiving the admonition. These are the two main important aspects of the revolution. Let's have a surah for detail. Kitabun anzalnahu ilayka mubarakun. Yes, kitabun. What do you think? It's an ism fi'l harf. You have to respond.
Ism.
Because we have a tanween. The next question, if it's a ism, it's a singular or plural?
Singular.
Singular.
Singular. So what is the plural?
Kitab. Kutub.
Yes, kitab is the plural, the singular, and kutub is the plural. The next word is anzalnahu. Can you break this word? How many parts? Anzalnahu. 2 parts. Anzalna and hu. It has come from the table anzala, anzalu, anzalta, anzaltu, anzaltum, anzalna. Anzalna is a one word, means we descended, we sent down. We descended, we sent down. Who mean him? Now, what is meant by who?
Quran.
So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying the book which we have descended or sent down. Where we have descended? Ilayka. How many parts? Ila and ka. Ila means 2 words. Ka means to you. We have sent the dawn book in the Quran to you. Mubarak. Mubarakun. Look the construction. Is it ism fi'l harf? What is your idea? What do you think? Mubarakun. Ism fi'l harf.
Ism.
Because it have a tanween. And it's normally we say Eid Mubarak. That is coming. So kitab, book, is a singular and plural is kutub. What is the plural? Kutub. So anzalna and who? What is the part of anzalna? Who? Anzalna and who? Anzalna actually comes from the table of anzala. Then who means there is no neural generator in Arabic. Who is masculine? Mean it is the not the feminine word, it's a masculine one. Anzalna, we sent down, ilayka, 2 part. Ila mean to call you, mean the professor. And Mubarak, as I told you, we say Eid Mubarak. Let this Eid be a blessing. Mubarak means blessing. full of blessings. So Mubarak is an Islam. Let's to have the lesson from this side. The Quran is the book of Allah, which is sent down from heaven through Jibreel alayhi salam. Baraka means to receiving a blessing, to have it stay with you and to have increase in it. So baraka means to receive a blessing, to have it stay with you and to have increase in it. These are the meaning of baraka. Just look the importance. The month in which was revealed, the best month of the year. The night in which it was revealed, better than 1,000 months worship. The messenger is the top messenger on which is working. The city where is the city of peace, Makkah. So, Kitabun Anzalna Ilayka Mubarakun, Quran is a Mubarak, blessing. This book has changed the history of the world. The Sahaba, the companion of the Prophet, who received this book became the leaders of this world within 100 years. For almost 1,000 years, till the time the Muslims were attached properly to the Quran, Muslims retained the leadership in all the spheres of the life in this world. We should be extremely happy and say, "Oh Allah, thank you so much. You are so nice and so caring that you sent us a book full of but the best use of a blessing is to benefit from it. Therefore, we should recite, understand, ponder, memorize, and spread the Quran. These are the rights of the Quran on us. The book is full of barakah, but why did Allah send it down? It is mentioned in the next part. In other words, if we want to receive barakah, we should do two things. What two things? Allah, tell each other and trust. The next two things which we have to do, the one is that liyatadabbaru ayatihi. Li means for, so. Yadabbaru, they ponder. Which ponder? Ayatihi. He means the Mus'haf, Quran. Ayat means the verses. First thing we should ponder in is all ayahs. Li means so or that, yadabbaru, they ponder. Yes, who will tell me it's a fail, ism or harf? What is this? Yadabbaru. What do you think?
It's a fail. It's a fail.
If it's a fail, Madi, Mudare, Amar.
It's Muzare.
Mudare. Is a singular or plural?
It's plural.
Plural and Yadabbara, Yadabbaru. So it's a plural for ghaib, mean them. Let's see the next. I have two meanings, sign and verse. What is the two meaning of I? Yes. Two meanings of sign and verse. They are the two meanings. Ayah is the singular. And plural will be ayat. So what do you think? Ayah is a masculine word or a feminine word?
Feminine.
Feminine. Because Ronta is there. And the plural of making of feminine is to add alif ta. So we added the alif ta, so it becomes the plural of feminine. He means again the Quran. What it does mean by this ayah? The Quran is sent down for pondering and taking lessons from it. So these are the two important things we have to do. What we have to ponder in all ayahs and verses and take the lesson from them. Pondering means to think over or reflect upon. You don't need to ponder while reading a newspaper. Reading it once is enough to get the message. But Can you read a book of science, math, or commerce in the same way? No, you have to stop or think over and ponder because you have to appear in exam for them. The same is here. Quran is the book. We will have to answer at the day of judgment from this. So we have to get pondering. We have to go in detail to think and stop and check each and every order of it. If we realize the greatness of the book, we will be more motivated to ponder it. This book is sent by the creator of this universe, who was always there and will always be there. Whose universe is so big that just born out of our own galaxy, we will need 100,000 years if we travel at the speed of light, means 300,000 kilometers per second. See how huge is the universe. And who is maintaining it? What are the parts which required to maintain this huge universe? Our galaxy is a very small part of the universe. There are million and trillion galaxies, and each galaxy has million trillion stars. The sun is a star, and our star solar system is the one of that teeny part of the galaxy. And if we want to go out of our galaxy, even look how huge it is or how great it is. You need 100,000 years, as if you are moving at the speed of 300,000 kilometers per second. That is the reason Allah said, look at the universe. Think over who is maintaining, who is running the solar system, who has created. This will give you the impression. Allah sent it down from above the seven. There is not one sky. This one universe is a part of this sky, I tell you. There are so many universes under the one sky, and there are seven skies. To ponder the Quran and reflect upon it, you have to understand. So the next part is Bismillah. وَلِيَتَذَكَّرَ أُولُو الْأَلْبَابِ. Wa mean and, li mean for. Yatazakkar, that is the word. And so that they receive the admonition. Ulu means bones. Al-albab, understand. Let's decide. Yes, what is this word? Yatazakkar. Yatazakkar, what is it? Is fail harf.
It's fail.
Fail. Which fail? Amar, Madi, or Mudari?
It's
Mudari.
It's Mudari.
Mudari, because ilamat ya Mudari is
Yeah.
there. What about al-bab? Al-bab.
Ism.
Ism.
Ism. It's a
Yes.
singular or plural?
الباب مفعول
It's plural.
الباب
It's plural. It's a masculine or
Plural.
feminine? Masculine or feminine? Masculine. It's a common noun or proper noun? Mean marfa or nakra? It's
Proper.
marfa because Islam is there. So
Proper.
let's
فاطمة
Wa mean and, la mean so or that, yatazakkara mean they receive admonition.
فاطمة
The and me. Li mean so or that. Li mean so or that. Please either keep the child quiet or keep the mic quiet. It's up to you. So li means so that. We have here twice used li the baru. Li means stress, so that. and وَلِيَتَذَكَّرُ. Both mean stress. Ulu. Ulu is the plural, uli is the singular. Uli come for the female, ulu come for the male. Ulu, uli mean those of. Yes, this is the word lub. Lub means heart, mind, intellect. It's a singular. Plural is albab. Here the word has come al-albab. Al-albab means al-albab. That means plurals, specific. So, what is the message we're getting from this? Listening admonition means to take lessons, to listen to the advice, and to implement it in our lives. For example, you tell a student, prepare for the exam, otherwise you will fail. If he prepares for the exam, then he has acted on your advice. If he does not prepare for the exam, he has not acted upon it. The same is with us. Quran is ordering, Allah is ordering us in Quran. Do this. Avoid this. Save yourself from this. And if you are not preparing, if you are not obeying his orders or the commands which are mentioned in the Quran, then we are just like that student who is not acting on your advice, not studying, not preparing, and going to sit in the exam. He will not get to the exam until unless he studies or he acts at your advice. Same is with us. So, alim, tell each other and write. If you are alone, say so loud that you hear your voice yourself. So the next, to receive full barakah, do two things. One is the pondering, mean tadabbur, and the second is receiving admonition, mean tazakkur. Let's see what does it mean. How to bring Quran into our life. First, let us look at our relationship with the Quran. There are 4 letters, DPPR. What does it mean? The relation with Quran is direct, personal, planned, and relevant. This book is very magical. Its words are so important that every time you read, they will give you a different message. They are direct with you. They have a personal meaning for everybody. They are planned by the senders, and they are relevant with your every changing time, every changing your events of lives. You will have a different message from them. Let's to see a detail. Direct means the Quran is Allah's word. Whenever I hear it or receive it, I should feel that Allah is directly addressing me. He sees me how I react to his words. When you are standing in the prayer and Imam is reciting some ayah or surah, that is important for you for that moment and that day. It has specific order or specific important message for. Unfortunately, we hear the recitation, we don't understand it because it's in Arabic. That's our problem. It's just like that. If somebody gets a message from the president of a country that please come and have a cup of tea with me on such date and time, and the message is written in Chinese or in French or in German, and the person is speaking English, he does not know German, Chinese, and will he be understanding and go to the president on that time? After a long time, he goes to somebody, he translates, oh, the president of your country wants you at that time and that day to come and have sit with him or have a cup of tea. If he goes and that day and time has gone, Will he be attended there? No. Same as us. Allah has sent a written message, order, and a comprehensive lifestyle for us. Unfortunately, we don't know the Arabic, so we don't understand. If we read some translation or we read some tafsir, mean the detailed explanation, still they are not the comprehensive. Because each word of the Quran has such meaning which cannot be completely translated to the other language. It has its own direct relation. So that is the word we have to find out. And it's easy. When Allah says it's easy. Because the sender is easy. Personal. The second thing, every verse of the Quran is full. It's not for the past people. It's not for the kafirin, munafiqin. It's not for such people. No. Every ayat is applicable to us. If I am acting just like kafir or munafiqin, if I am doing and acting just like the Fir'aun or the Namrud or the Lut, nations like acts, these acts which were meant for them, they are applicable to me. Because I'm doing the same which they will do. That is the message we have to get. So every verse of the Quran is for me. Let us not say that this verse is for kafir, mushrik, or not. If we are doing the same act, if we are doing the same things, mean kufr, shirk, or munafiq, we are no more than them. We are the same. I have to see what is there in it for me. Why Allah has made it listen by me this specific time, this ayah or this surah. Maybe Imam reciting, or you yourself reciting, or somebody is reciting, and you have, or you read somewhere written some ayah. That is specific for that time. Why did Allah address this to me? No, the question is, why Allah? Because it is related to this man. Every grain is destined for some air to eat. In the same manner, each and every verse is destined for someone to hear outside. If I hear Surah Qaf in Fajr today, then it has something to do with I am doing today. Whatever I'm going to do today, that has the message in this time. The fourth one is relevant. What does it mean? The Quran is a reminder. Can Allah's reminder be irrelevant? No. I should ask, oh Allah, why did you make me hear or recite this verse or verses today? Then have to ponder it to find out the relevant points for that. That is called tadabbur. Means thinking over or pondering. Below is a simple method of tadabbur for a common man. There are many aspects of tadabbur when we are talking about the basics for it. Conditions for tadabbur. First, study. Study the verses repeatedly with understanding. Study brief commentary to tafsir if available. Visualize. Use your imaginations to visualize what is stated here. For example, when Allah talks about the heavens or the earth, try to visualize that. What is the heaven? What is the earth? What is position in the universe, in our galaxy, in our system? Feel, recite with feelings. For example, recite the ayah about Jannah with whom and about hell with you. When there is something mentioned about punishment, be afraid. You may not be the one to get that. If Allah is praising, Allah is awarding, Allah is mentioning some ni'mah, be happy. You may be the one to get that Jannah and the all ni'mah of the Jannah. It means, tazakkur means taking lessons or receiving admonition, following is a simple method to do it. How? First visualize and feel, then ask from yourself, then evaluate yourself how you are passing the lifetime and where your energies and wealth is being spent, then plan accordingly to modify it as per the orders of the Allah or the commands of Allah, and propagate and tell it to others also. This is called the visualize, study, and ponders cycle. Means ask, you read, plan, propagate. These are the four aspects. Extract a dua from the passage you have learned and ask Allah to help you implement what you are asking. For example, for the verse of this lesson, oh Allah, help me to tadabbur. When you study this ayah today, you should plan, oh Allah, help me to tadabbur, and you start tadabbur. Mean alright. Just dua is not enough. One should evaluate his performance or her performance and make plans. Otherwise, it will be like a student who prays to Allah in Fajr, Zohar, Asr to help him pass the exam. But he does not go to the school nor studies any book. Will he will pass? No. He has to study, he has to memorize the lessons, he has to prepare for the exam. Then he should sit in the exam and say, oh, Allah help me. Love me. So what have you done so far regarding the work related to work? For example,
MashaAllah, MashaAllah.
Invest last day in tadabbur. If you did, Alhamdulillah. If not, astaghfir. I mean, don't waste your time. Specifically fix some time to ponder in the ayahs of Quran. Maybe even a single ayah per day. What is the plan regarding the work related to dua? For example, how much time will you give for the tadabbur day? Regarding the plan, we have to be careful and check one thing. When it comes to group or fiqh issues or the new ideas, then please check with the scholars before you mention it to others or implement. There are so many aspects of the life or the way of religion where we are not competent. We have to seek guidance from those who are competent people, maybe scholars, who have spent their whole life in learning and teaching of the Islam or the religion. We have to seek guidance from them. For common people like us, there are many areas that we can work on, such as relationships with Allah, obeying the Prophet, ﷺ, planning for the hereafter, different types of worship, morals, good dealings, ordering good and stopping evil, and team spirits. They fall on our task. So, what is the propagate? Remember the saying of the Prophet ﷺ, Ballighu a'inni walau ayat. Ballighu, convey, a'inni, two parts, and from me, two parts. Walau, wa, and law. Walau, even it. Ayat means single. And Prophet ﷺ left this message for us. He said, if you receive only a single ayah from me, convey it. Don't wait for that. You will be remembering so many ayahs, you will get so many, then you will start the preaching, then you will know. If you get one single ayah from me, start telling others. So, Balaghumi, convey, anni, two part, an means from, we mean me. We have done the table. Anhu, anhum, anka, anni. That is the same word, anni. Walau, even him. Ayat, one. So what is the message from this ayat? It means whatever we are reading from the Quran and Hadith, we have to convey it, try to convey the beautiful message of Islam to others in the best possible. We have to invest our time, money, and abilities in this task and help those who are working in the Dawah field in propagate the message. Logo here, it shows you the complete cycle, how you can do this. You can begin every lesson to remind you about the basic tadabbur, tazakkur, and tabbur. These are the four aspects of this. Yeah. To do tadabbur and tazakkur on every ayah or zikr, we can use this logo to ask from Allah according to the topic of the evaluate your past in the light of this dua, and then make plan for the upcoming days, and finally propagate the message so that we can fulfill our responsibility and get reward too. So this cycle helps you to based on verses like this, the scholars have listed the rights of Quran as follows. What are that? You daily listen them in each lesson. Believe in it, read it, understand it, ponder in its verses, act upon it, spread it. So these are the rights of the Quran on every Muslim who believes in Allah and the faith in Quran. So mashallah, we have done, this was all about from the Quranic part. If you have any question, please ask. So then we will proceed to the grammar part. Your questions are welcome. Yes, Aisha from Pakistan. What's your question, sister?
Yes, my name is Asia. My question is walau. Walau is even if is a single word.
Yes, it is used as a single word. We will not break it, though it is composed of wa and la, no. But here we will use as a single word. Just like innama. Innama is composed innanma, but when it comes as a innama, we use a single word for the translation. Though we know its composition is made part to part, but for the translation, for the understanding, for the grammatical rule, we use as a single. Yes, any other question? Yeah, I'm sorry, I miss.
No problem. No problem. Thank you.
For that, sister, forgive. Let's go to the second part. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Lesson 17b. Understand Al-Quran, the easy way part of grammar. But remember my word. Till last lesson, this slide will come every time. Use TPI, mean total physical interaction. What it means? Hear it, see it, think it, say it, show it, love it, and do it together. Please repeat with me. Hear it, see it, think it, say it, show it, love it, and do it together. Mean, use your all abilities, all your senses, hearing, watching, speaking, feeling, thinking, all the senses, touching, and then make somebody your study partner. Maybe your children's, maybe your parents, your grandparents, grandchildren, your family members, your neighbors, your colleagues, your subordinate, or your non-wisher. Mix anybody your study partner and discuss daily with him or her the all you learned about the grammar. Arabic words are of three types. You know them very well. One is called the is, that is the noun, maybe name or attribute. Other is the fail or verb that must be having a tense, and the harf or the particles. Then the verb, of course, verb is very important. And there are three types. One is the Madi, other is the Mudari, other is the Amr Nahi. We are doing nowadays Amr Nahi. Yesterday we did these four, unsur, help, unsuru, help you out, tansuru, don't help, la tansuru, don't help. Then we saw uzkur, remember. Uskuru, remember you all. La taskur, don't remember. La taskur, don't remember. Then we studied yesterday, Urubud, Urubudu, La ta'bud, La ta'bud. And the last which we studied yesterday was the Ukhluk, Ukhluku, La Takhluk, La. Now listen, in QC1, in this course, you have studied 11 verbs. 3 from first set, Fataha, Fa'alaja. 4 from the second set, Nasara, Zakara, Halaka, Abad. And 4 in the third set, that is Daraba, Samia, Alima, Amir. Alhamdulillah, you did all the 11 past. Then you did the Mudari of all the 11 words. The tables of the Mudari. Alhamdulillah, you today will complete all the Amr of the 11 words. If I got time at the end, sometime, before closing, if I got, I will repeat all the 11 verbs for you, the complete tables. Okay? Let's go fast. So we should have that extra time with us. Today we will do this third set, mean Idrib, Isma, Elam, Eman. So let's have the first one, Daraba. The past is Daraba, he hit, Darabu, they hit, Darabta, you hit, Darabtu, I hit, Darabtu, you all hit, Darabta, we hit. What's about the Mudari? Yadribu, he hits or will hit. Yadribuna, they hit or they will hit. Tadribu, you hit or you will hit. Adribu, I hit or I will hit. Tadribuna, you hit or you will hit. Nadribu, we hit. What's about the Amr name? Idrib, hit. Idribu, hit you are. La tadrib, don't hit. La tadribu, don't. Now, it's your turn. I will make easy for you. I will sign. You tell me the Arabic without translation. Yes. What's about this one word? One
Daraba.
finger right. What about 4 finger right?
Darabu.
Rabu.
Darabta.
Zarabta.
Darabtu.
Zarabtum.
Darabtum.
Zarabtum. Yadribu. Yadribuna.
Tadribu.
Tadribu.
Adribu.
Azrib.
Tadribuna.
Tadribuna.
Nadribu.
Nadrib.
Idrib.
Izrib.
Idribu.
Izribu.
La tadrib.
La tazrib.
La tadribu.
La tazrib. Zaraba. Zarabta. No.
Darabna.
That.
Darabna. Nadribu.
Zarabtu.
Excellent, excellent. 10 for the brother. So let's proceed. We said Idrib, hit. Idribu, hit you all. La tadrib, don't hit. La tadribu, don't hit. So I will point, you people tell me the Arabic and translation. Yes, what about this one sign?
Idrib. Hit.
Good. What about this sign?
Idribu. Hit you. La tadribu. Hit.
What about this?
La tadribu. Don't hit you on.
Idrib, idribu. La tadrib, la tadrib. Good. Let's have the Arabic conversation. Idrib. No, it's Amr. You have to answer. What will be the answer? Idrib.
Adribu. Adribu.
Adribu. It is in Mudare. Adribu. If I say idribu, no, it's a plural order.
Nadribu.
Adribu. If I say idribul kurra, kurra means the ball. It may be a football, maybe a ball.
Adribul kurra.
Adribul kurra. Adribul kurra. What about idribul kurra? You all hit the ball.
Adribul kurra.
The main point is that when there is any order amr, then you have to answer in Mudare. That is an important point. So congratulations. Let's have the second set. Samia. He listened. Sami'u, they listen. Sameta, you listen. Sametu, I listen. Sametu, you all listen. Samena, we listen to that. What the Madi, we have done already. What about the Mudare we did? Yashmau, he listens. Yashmauna, they listen. Tashmau, you listen. Asmau, I listen. Tashmauna, you all listen. Nashmau, we listen. It's the Mudare we have already done in the past. What about Amrune? Isma, listen. Isma'u, listen you all. La tasma, don't listen. La tasma. We have not done it earlier. We are doing it today. Amrune, of Samia, we are doing today. Isma, Isma'u, La tasma. Now I will point. Please, you all reply. One finger right.
Samiha, he listened.
Samia.
Four fingers.
Sameu.
One finger.
Sameta.
Sameta.
Self. One.
Sameta.
Sametu.
Four fingers first.
Sameta.
Sametum.
To self.
Samena.
Samena.
One finger up, right.
Yasmau.
Four finger right.
Yasmauna.
Front one finger.
Tasmau.
To self.
Asmau.
Asmau.
Four finger.
Tasmauna.
Nasma.
Nasmau.
Words word, one finger up and down.
Isma.
Isma.
Four fingers.
Ismau.
One finger left.
La tasma.
La tasma.
La tasmau.
La tasmau.
And words word, this four finger to self.
Samehna.
Samena.
Words word, those four finger up.
Yasmauna.
Who yasmauna?
Front.
Sorry, yasmauna.
Tasmauna.
Excellent. You have to be very quick in response and very, we can say, sir, you should be very
Happy. Thank you.
active. Okay. Isma, listen. Isma'u, listen you all. And the Amr was, Nahi was, La tasma, La tasma. Very vigilant. You should be vigilant and have a quick answer. Yes, what about this sign?
Isma. Listen.
What about this sign? Four finger.
Ismahu, listen you all.
This one
La
sign.
La
tasma.
tasma.
What about this sign?
La
La
tasma.
tasmau.
Listen you
Don't
all.
listen. Sama. Same. Same.
Four fingers. Sister, it's four finger. It must be plural word.
Sametum.
Sama. Samea. Sameu. Sameu.
Samiu. So, Isma, what you will answer? Isma?
Asmahu. Asmahu.
Good. What about Isma'u?
Nasmahu.
What about Ismul Quran?
Asmahul Quran.
What about Ismul Quran?
Nasmahul Quran.
Okay, brother, you can go for the prayer. Yes, next is the Alima. Alima, he knew. Alimu, they knew. Alimta, you knew. Alimtu, I knew. Alimtum, you, they mean you all knew. It's wrong. Alimtum, you knew. Alimna, we knew. What's got the mudare? Ya'lamu, he knows. Ya'lamuna, they know. Ta'lamu, you know. A'lamu, I know. Ta'lamuna, you all know. Na'lamu, we know. What's got the amruni? I'lam, no. I'lamu, know you all. La ta'lam, don't. No. Who will do this complete table? Yes, please raise hand. Okay, Sister Hira, you have raised the hand first. Do this table.
Alima, he knew. Alimu, they knew. Alimta, you knew. Alimtu, I knew. Alimtum, they knew. Alimna, we knew. Yalamu, he knows or will know. Yalamuna, they know or will know. Talamu, you know or will know. Alamu, I know or will know. Talamuna, you all know or will know. Nalamu, we know or will know. Ihlam, no. Ihlamu, know you all. La talam, don't know. La talamu, don't know you all.
Sister, am I visible to you? Do you see me?
Yes, sir.
I'm saying this, and you are continued just like with the note and you stop it. You have closed your eyes and running.
Sorry, sir.
In the Mazi, the translation is wrong written.
Question.
Alimtum, that is written they knew. Actually, it is you knew. You knew.
Sorry, sir.
Question.
In Adi, look the fifth one. Alimtum.
Okay,
Translation
sir.
is written they knew. It's wrong. It is you
Uh-huh.
knew.
You on your hand. Correct.
Okay?
That's the question.
So
Okay, sir.
you have to be very
You on new.
Thank you.
careful
Limtum.
when you are reading something. If it's wrong, you have to stop there.
Okay, sir.
You
Alimta
started
you
from
knew.
one and ended to the 100. Count it.
Limtum. You on new.
Sorry, sir.
Without a break. I am pointing. No. You are
Sorry,
going
sir. Sorry, sir.
on.
Sorry, sir.
Because you were not watching anything. Okay,
Sorry, sir.
no matter. Okay, let's come. Amal. Amal mean do. Amalu do you all. La tamal don't do. La tamal don't. Now, yes, I will point. Please tell me the Arabic only.
Ehmal do.
No, I said only
Ehmalu.
Arabic.
Okay, sir.
Emal.
Ehmal.
What's about this? Only Arabic.
Ehmalu.
Emalu.
What is Arabic?
La
لا
ta'mal.
تعمل.
لا
What about
تعلموا
this?
La
لا
ta'malu.
I will say now
تعملون
the Arabic. You will tell me the English. I'lam.
Ehmal. Ehmalu.
I'lamu.
Do you all.
Do you all.
La ta'mal.
Do you all. Don't do.
Don't do.
La ta'malu.
Don't do you all.
Don't do.
I will point. You will tell me the both things. English
Okay,
as
sir.
well as the Arabic. Yes. What about this side?
Ehmal do.
لا
What about
تعمل
this side?
تعمل don't do
Ehmalu do you all. La ta'mal
La
don't
la
do.
ta'mal. Don't do.
don't do
La
you
ta'malu
La
don't
ta'malu.
do you
Don't do
all.
you all.
This side.
اعملوا do you all
This is ta'maluna.
Good. Excellent, sister. Excellent. Ta'maluna. Because I have gone to the mudare. The hand
You're
sign
not-
has gone above the shoulder. So it's the mudare. Above the shoulder is mudare, below the shoulder is the past. And this movement is the amaru nahi. You have to be very, very vigilant to see and observe where I am, either in madi, mudare, or amaru nahi. So let's have the complete table. Amila, he did. Amilu, they did. Amilta, you did. Amiltu, I did. Amiltu, you all did. Amilna, we did. Yamalu, he does. Yamaluna, they do. Tamalu, you do. Amalu, I do. Tamaluna, you all do. Namalu, we do. Emal, do. Emalu, do. You all. La tamil, don't do. La tamalu, don't. Now, I will point. Please tell me the Arabic. Yes.
Amila.
Not Amila. Amila. Amila.
Amila.
There is a kasra. What about this?
Amilu.
Amilu. What about this?
Amilta.
What about this?
Amiltu.
What about this?
Amiltum.
Amiltu.
What about this?
Amilna.
This one.
Ya'malu. Ya'maluna. Ta'malu.
Amalu.
Ta'malu.
Ta'maluna.
Ta'maluna. Na'mal.
Ehmal.
Emal.
Ehmalu.
Emalu.
La
La
ta'mal.
ta'mal.
La
La
ta'malu.
ta'mal.
Good. Excellent. So, what is it?
Ehmal do.
Emal.
What
Emal.
about this?
Ehmal
Emalu.
do you all.
لا
La
تعمل
ta'mal
Ta'mal.
don't do.
La ta'mal.
La ta'malu
La
don't
ta'malu.
do you all.
So, we have completed our. Now, see, there are 3 tables. And there are 3 arrows. What it means? Look, first table, the written word is fa'ala, then there is an arrow. It means if you know the fa'ala, you can do the whole table. Fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alta, fa'altu, fa'altu, fa'alna. Ja'ala, ja'alu, ja'alta, ja'altu, ja'altu, ja'alna. Fataha, fatahu, fatahta, fatatu, fatahtu, fatahna. Zakara, zakaru, zakarta, zakartu, zakartum, zakarna. Nasara, nasaru, nasarta, nasartum, nasartum, nasarna. Khalaqa, khalaqtu, khalaqta, khalaqtu, khalaqtum, khalaqna. Abada, abadu, abatta, abattu, abattum, abadna. Samiha, samehu, sameta, sametu, sametum, samena. Daraba, daraba, darabu, darabta, darabtu, darabtum, darabna. Alima, alimu, alimta, alimtu, alimtum, alimna. Amila, amilu, amilta. That is meant. I mean, if you know the one word, first word, that may be fataha, ja'ala, fa'ala, zakara, khalaqa, anything, then you can make the complete mazi table from that. Come to the second table. It is written yaf'alu. That is the mudari key. We call it fi'l. The fi'l mudari key, if you know this, for example, it is yaf'alu. I can make the complete table of mudari. Yafalu, yafaluna, tafalu, afalu, tafaluna, nafalu. Yaftahu, yaftahuna, taftahu, aftahu, taftahuna, naftahu. Yajalu, yajaluna, tajalu, ajalu, tajaluna, najalu. Yadkuru, yadkuruna, taskuru, askuru, taskuruna, naskuru. Yansuru, yansuruna, tansuru, ansuru, tansuruna, nansuru. Please keep your mic close so you should not disturb the class. Please, I request you again, please listen because we are learning some things. Yasmau, yasmauna, tasmau, asmau, tasmauna, nasmau. Ya'lamu, ya'lamuna, ta'lamu, alamu, ta'lamuna, na'lamu. Ya'malu, ya'maluna, ta'maluna, na'malu. So we can make the complete table of mudari. Look here, if'al is the key of the complete table. If you know the if'al, you can make the arrow complete table. If'al, if'alu, la taf'al, la taf'alu. Ifta, iftahu, la tafta, la taftahu. Ij'al, ij'alu, la taj'al, la taj'alu. Unsur, unsuru, la tunsur, la tansur. Uskur, uskuru, la tansur, la taskur. Ukhluk, ukhluku, la takhluk, la takhluku. U'bud, u'budu, la ta'bud, la ta'bud. Idrib, idribu, la tadrib, la tadribu. Isma, isma'u, la tasma, la tasma. I'lam, i'lamu, la ta'lamu, la ta'lamu. Iman, iman, la ta'lamu. So you can make, so these are called the verbs key. What are the verb key? Here in this case, fa'ala, yaf'ala, if'al. In case of fatah, fataha, yaftahu, ifta. Daraba, yadribu, idrib. Samia, yasma'u, isma. In the same way, you can make the all three keys of the 11 verbs. You must remember those 11 verbs. What are they? Fataha, fa'ala, jala. Nasara, zakara, abada, khalaka. Daraba, samia, alima, amina. If you know these 11 verbs, you can make the 11 past table. You can make the 11 mudari table. You can make the 11 amr nahi table. You got? Okay, let's go ahead. So these are the 4 bab. We say fataha, yaftahu, ifta. If you can make the from fataha the mazi table, from yaftahu the mudari table, from ifta you can the amr table. Then you can make the same which are coming on the fatah pattern, fa'ala, jala. You can make the all. And if you know the nasara pattern, nasara, yansurun, unsur, then you can make the all table of mazi, mudari, and amr of the nasara. In the same way, you can make the verb coming on the nasra pattern, zakara, khalaka, abada, you can make their mazi, mudari, amr. Then third pattern is daraba, yadribu, idrib. If you know, you have studied only this one verb in this QC1. There is no other daraba pattern. So it's easy. You have to only do the mazi, mudari, amr, only daraba. Samia, yes, it has the 2 more. Samiha. No, Samia is different than the fatah. The fataha, jala, fa'ala, they are one set. Nasara, zakara, abada, khalaka, they are the second set. Daraba have been added to the samia, alima, amila. They are the 4 in which one. Mudari, yes, you can make the we have done all the Mudari, Mazi, Amr. Today we completed the Amr. So that I am talking about all the 11 verbs. So look, from Fataha, Yaftahu, Ifta, we have Fa'ala, Yafalu, Ifal, Ja'ala, Yajalu, Ijal. These three verbs. Look at the Nasara. We have Nasara, Yansuru, Unsur. The next is Khalaka, Yakhluku. Look, Zakara, Yazkuru, Uzkur, Abada, Yabudu, Ubud. These are the four in the second set. Look, the Daraba is the only one. Daraba, Yadribu, Idrib. We have no other word coming in QC1. Yes, for example, I can say Ghafara, Yakhuru, Ikhfar is on the pattern of Daraba. You will learn in QC3 so many other Daraba words. Then, sorry. From Samia, Yasma, Isma, we have Alima, Yalamu, Elam, Bila, Yamalu. So these are the 11 words which are studied or you have studied so far. So this is a poem. Who will read this poem? Please read out this poem for me.
Me, sir.
Okay.
Fataha, if you open the Quran. Nasara, Allah will help you. Daraba, otherwise you will be hit. Samiha, therefore listen.
God thanks, I asked for this. Otherwise, we presume you know this. Actually, these sentences have to be repeated. These sentences will tell you the verb. Open the Quran means Fataha. Allah will help me, Nasara. Otherwise, you will hit Daraba. Therefore, listen. Means this sentence leads to you the verb. If you open the Quran, Fataha means open, so it means Fataha. Allah will help me, Nasara. So Nasara is the verb. Otherwise, you will hit is the Daraba, mean hitting. So Daraba verb comes. Therefore, listen, from listening somewhere. So to remember these verbs, actually, we remember these sentences. From the sentences, we find out the verb. Not from the verb we are sentences. Sentences are meant to memorize these words, Fataha, Nasara, Darasa, Basamia. If you can't, you should have help from these sentences. Okay? This was the reverse order. No, Alhamdulillah, we have completed the lesson. Let's have the questions quickly. Translate. Al-Mustaqim. Okay, right. Uqad means not those who go north and why. North. Uqad means not. It's a plural. Ubudu means to worship. I worship the one who worships.
I worship.
Excellent. Anzalnahu means he has sent it down. We have sent it down. You have sent it down. We have sent it down. Anzalnahu. Who is with? Anzalna, we have sent
it down.
Who? It down. Mean Anzalnahu, we have sent it down. So B is correct. Translate Mubarak. Full of glory, blessings, full of blessings, blessings. ABCD. Full of blessings. Quran is sent down from humans to Islam, Jibreel al-Islam, Israel al-Islam.
C
is correct, right. Translate liyatadabbaru, so that they ponder, so that they apply, so that they improve, so that they remember. ABCD.
A, so that they ponder.
Good. I has two meanings. Verse and signature. Verses and
Sign.
Verses and sign. Okay. Translate liyatazakkur, so that they ponder, so they receive admonition, so that they study, so that they recite. ABCD.
B, so that they receive.
Good.
Admonition.
To receive full barakah from Quran, we need to do what? Salah, zikr, ibadah, tilawat, Quran, taskur, and tadabbur. ABCD. We should tilawat Quran and tadabbur and tadabbur. Personal relationship with Quran means every verse of the Quran is for Muslims. Every verse of the Quran is for me. Every verse of the Quran is for scholars. Every verse of the Quran is for others. ABCD.
B.
You're right. What are the basic aspects of tadabbur? Study, feel, ask, feel, study, visualize, feel, ask, feel, visualize. ABCD.
C.
ABCD.
Study, visualize, and feel. Then simple method of tazakkur is ask, evaluate, plan, study, evaluate, plan, ask, feel, study, ask, visualize, plan. ABCD.
B.
A. Ask, evaluate, and plan. Remember the cycle. Lakat alimata mean, and you have already known, indeed you already knew, you will knew, indeed you knew. ABCD.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Already.
Translate, man yaf'alu. One who will do, who does, who did. ABCD. Man yaf'alu.
A.
One who will do, one who will do, and who does. These are the three meaning man yaf'alu. Translate, sayaj'alu. Soon they will make, they made, soon they made, soon he will make. ABCD. Sayaj'alu.
A.
Soon he will make. Fadrib means so he hit, so I hit, so hit, so help. ABCD.
So help.
A.
How I can help it number? It is darb. It means darbing, hitting something.
A.
So hit. Fadrib means so hit. See, you are right, sister. The next is idribul qurra. Answer in Arabic. Sofa nadribul qurra, sofa yadribunal qurra, sofa tadribunal qurra, sofa
Sofa
adribunal.
adribul qurra. B.
Sofa Nasribul Qurra. A.
Idribu is a plural, so nadribu will come.
Oh.
Means you don't listen, you did not listen, they don't listen, you all. ABCD. La tasma'u. Don't listen, you all. Translate. Wa iza sami'u. And when they listen, when they listen, and when they listen, and they listen. ABCD.
And they listen.
A. Wa mean and iza when sami'u they listen. Wa iza samu and when they listen. Ismul Quran. Answer in Arabic. Sofa yasmul Quran, sofa tasmul Quran, sofa nasmul Quran. ABCD. Ismul Quran.
D.
B.
D. Sofa nasmul Quran. The next is Fasil. I'lam. No, I knew. No, he knows. Knowledge.
No.
ABCD.
A. No.
No. Good. Answer. I'lam in Arabic. Sofa na'lamu.
B.
Sofa
Sofa
ya'lamu.
Alamu. D.
B.
Sofa a'lamu. Good. Translate. Fa'amal khaira. So do good. And so work is good. So I do good. So he did good. ABCD.
A. A. So do good. A. So do good.
Excellent. Answer. Amal salihan in Arabic. Sofa amalna salihan. Sofa
B. Sofa Amalu Salih. B.
Sofa
B.
Amal salihan. Sofa amalu salihan. We will answer in mudare. Answer. La ta'amalu sharra. Answer in Arabic.
La namalu sharra.
La namalu sharra. La yamalu.
C. La namalu sharra.
Good. Excellent. So this was all about the lesson. Let's to have the secrets of this course. The great secret to memorization is, in the last lesson, we have learned the great secret to memorize. Learn words with example. If you remember with the example, you can easily memorize the meanings, easily recall the meanings, will not get confused in other words, mean you will have the clear concept of the words. An important secret of the difficulty, which example? For Salah, the example that we know. Therefore, all these examples are simple, familiar, spiritual and emotional, and repeatedly used. So remember each and every word used in the Salah. If you do not recall meanings of a particular word while reading Qurans and Salah, then try to recall the complete ayah or the zikr. For example, and you forget the meaning. Remember, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. And there is an. So Alhamdulillah, remember by the end of this 2 days lesson, you have completed so far 208 words list, which are coming in the Masraf almost more than 39,571 times. And our target is very close. Look, that is 41,111. We are just jumping to the target in next class, inshallah. So if you have any question, remember the 7 homeworks as told you yesterday also. 2 of the tilawa, you have to open the Musaf from any place, read it for 5 minutes, then close and recall from your memory the 5 minutes again. And the next 2 is your from book. Read this your QC1 textbook. If you have the hard copy, good and well. If you don't have, we have sent you the soft copy in your book. Please copy or print it and bind it and have the hard copy. Read it at least 5 minutes daily. And the 4th one is to read this call. The Vector record, this is soft copy is given. You can get the print and you can keep it in your pocket. You can keep it in lady's hand first and take it 5 times daily in a day. Maybe before each prayer or after each prayer or any 5 times you can fix. Read it at least 1 to 2 days. After a few weeks, it will be memorized whole. When you are reading the first, your brain will be on the 3rd page. Even it will be so sharpen your memory. The moment you see the first page, your brain will reach to the last page. Because your memory will increase 300 times up. So the next, listen, the 1 hour concise MP3 of the recording available in the group which was sent or shared. Talk about the course with your study partner as we recommend in the TPI have someone who may be your study partner. And then recite different ayah. Remember, you are selected for this course by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Always ask for help. Rabbi zidni. And pray for them. So this was all from my side. Before closing the final words, let to have the prayer. Allah may help us to recite, ponder, understand, implement, propagate, and memorize the Quran. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Please remember all the Palestinians who are suffering at the moment and those who are having the heart away. If we can't help anything, at least we can pray for them for the easiness. And we should remember all other peoples of the world, Muslims, which are having the difficult times at the moment. And we should also pray for our own peoples. We are also going through the same problems almost everywhere, suffering and having so many problems. But the moment at the Palestine people are suffering, that is not matching to any sacrifice. So Allah help them also. And whatever we can do, we should do in our capacity.
Thank you very much.
Let's say Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Stop the recording. Now you can